All right, people, we're back, and I'm in the mood to keep this on. So, now that you've seen who you are and who you want to be, how do you become that person? And this is the ladder, okay? Because you've gone a big step. This person to this person is probably a huge skyrocket of things. And you're probably like, how the fuck do I get there? That is creating the ladder of steps. And this is I'm just gonna preface, these videos are a very baseline layer of how to do this shit. Because I'm not being paid for this. And if you really wanna know how to create it, you're gonna have to pay me because that's gonna take a lot of time and effort and money. So this is just an overview of little tricks you can do at home. So I probably should have prefaced that in the first video. Maybe I will go back and edit it. But anyways, back to it, of becoming that person. And it's creating a ladder of believability. And it's starting small with small little steps. So when you find out who you are now and who you want to be, you can start to see that there's a difference. And creating little tiny steps every day, creating those rituals or devoted times. Devotion is huge. Devotion to oneself, devotion to thy dream life, devotion to becoming the best version of yourself. And how are you going to do that? I would start at the baseline layer. So the best way I can explain this is by giving examples. I wanted to create a life full of creativity. Okay, what does that look like for me? Well, my part of creativity is writing every day. So I said, if I want to be this huge, creative, bodacious, girly girl, I have to start devoting my time to writing every day. And now I do that. And it's helped me become more into that creative person. Do you see? I'm just starting small. And those writings started to become little skits on Instagram. Those writings started to become, poems. Those writings started to become flows for my yoga. Those writings started to become things that I could share with my clients. It's like you start with this big picture. I want to be creative. I want to be a creative, period. And then you say, how do I do that? Oh, I'm just going to write every day. Oh, but then those writings, they start to become things that later manifest into being a creative. Now I'm a creative. You could say I'm a creative because people pay me to be creative. And that's just one little ladder of believability. So let me give another example. I always wanted to live in nice houses. So I set that intention out there. I got into the feelings of what it felt like to be in those nice houses. And then clients started coming to me for dog sitting. This is before dog sitting even was my full-time job. I was just doing this on the side. And it had nothing to do with dog sitting when I said in my head, I want to live in a nice house. Do you see how shit just falls in your lap? And it usually, you can't create it on a physical level. So when you set an intention, this or something better, it will fall into your lap, and it's usually something better. So when I set that intention, I'm living at home with my mommy. All I wanted to do was live in a nice home. Now I'm living in fucking dream homes by dog sitting. And when I wrote that in my journal, I just want to live in nice homes, I never in a million years thought it would be through dog sitting. It just happened that way organically because I didn't put pressure on it. I just said, I'm going to live in a nice home. I'm going to have this or something better. And it became something better because I don't have to pay for these homes. Do you see what I mean? It's like getting that huge big picture out there, and then starting to create those ladders of believability. So maybe the first like ladder to that was accepting a dog sitting client. Oh, they have a really nice house. Oh my God, now I'm living in a really nice house. And it just started becoming more and more of that because I just kept saying yes to more dog sitting clients. So I try to give more examples, but my life is kind of illogical. So I'm trying to think of other examples. Oh, let's say, oh, this is a good example. You want $1,000. In March, you want an extra $1,000. And you're like, how the mother F and F am I gonna get that $1,000? You set that intention out there. You get your vibrations all high on, I have $1,000. And I don't know, maybe you pick a 20 off the street. Maybe your boss gives you a little bonus. Maybe you go out to dinner and your friend decides to treat you. That's an extra $50 in your pocket. So you start to add up those small little wins, and that's just creating those ladders. Am I making sense? Maybe this video is all about not making sense, and maybe this is just the chaos video. Do you see? You see your two selves? And it's creating those small steps to get to here. Because you're not gonna, if you're making a 60K figure year job, maybe don't set it to making $1 million that next year. Maybe set it to, I don't know, 80,000. That's doable. I don't know. I don't have a real job. So go ask someone who does. It's having yourself and the big self, and then starting with small steps. Was this video helpful? I don't know. Maybe we can get more work out of this on a one-on-one session. Anyways, okay. Good luck with this one. We'll make sure it sounds okay when I edit it. Okay, on to the next.